Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us. We are excited to be here. Woo! Let us know in the comments, put in the chat where you joining us from, and share those with a friend. Get the link, share it out, invite a friend, remind someone to join us today because it's a great time to celebrate. We have all been through a lot. You are currently probably going through something, but I'm bringing these amazing ladies in here to let you know that whatever it is, you are an overcomer. And they stepped out and stepped on and said yes to the opportunity, and they are here to encourage you that you have something in you that needs to come out and encourage someone. So let us know where you are joining us from. We want to see you in the chat room. Say hello, say hi. Let us know that you are here because we are here for you too, okay? All right, all right, all right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We are live right here. So, hello. I want to introduce Wendy. Hey, Wendy.
Hey there. Thank you for having me, Patience. I'm so happy to be here today.
Welcome, welcome. It's so great to see you. Wendy, could you tell them a little about us, like how we met and all that?
Sure. So Patience and I met at Lisa Nichols. We were both at the Speak and Write conference in Orlando a few years ago, and we met each other during an activity, and then we became fast friends after that. And Patience has been to my home, and yeah, met my husband. Now my husband, wasn't my husband then, and Patience is one of my earth angels.
Woohoo! Yeah, so it's just so beautiful to watch each other grow and just expand for something that we spoke out. We spoke it into life. Every day we remind each other about what we said we were going to be, and it is becoming. So here it is right now, how she became an overcomer. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. So where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us today from, Wendy?
I am in Kennebunk, Maine.
Wow, nice. In Maine. I have with me here another beautiful lady. Her name, oh my goodness, is Claire. Claire, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and who you serve in this beautiful world of ours.
Oh, I'm Claire, and I am 58 years old, and I am a creative, and I've worked, been a writer for as long as I could remember. Right. It's been the way how I have been able to heal, and I love telling stories about my journey from how I've overcome domestic violence from childhood until now. And I love to inspire by sharing my story, and my goal is to spread love and light into the world and to let people know you don't have to, because you start out in crisis, because your life started out in crisis or trauma, that doesn't mean that you have to end it that way.
Right. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. So before I come back to you, Wendy, to tell us who you are and who you serve in the world, I just want to give people the backstory of how this became in the first place. So in the month of October 2020, right? That was the first time that I saw, or I was made aware of all the things, the awareness that could come in just that 1 month of the year. Yes, and having this group actually made me aware more because we're a centralized place in the anxiety support group for women with over 6,000 people in here, 6,000 amazing, powerful women who are daily overcoming, right? So in this group, I realized that, wow, there is awareness for pregnancy loss in October. There is awareness for domestic violence in October. There is awareness for infertility. There is awareness for mental health. There is awareness for cancer, breast cancer, everything. I'm like, wow, October is really packed. So I opened up, I said, hey, who has any of these challenges and has overcome and would like to share with us? And listen, the women in this group were so amazing. Each day there was someone coming on, sharing to empower somebody, someone coming on, sharing to empower. Like, wow, all these stories, someone needs to hear it. Shouldn't just be in this group. So now, anyone who wants to move forward, right? with getting their books done, with getting their story into a book. Let's empower each other, because you might be right there in Maine, you might be in New Hampshire, I might be in Massachusetts, but collectively, right, once it's published, it gets to the whole world. Anybody and everybody can find it and be empowered. All they're waiting is for you to know that, oh, if she did it, I can do it too. Oh my goodness. So that is the genesis of this whole journey, and it has been beautiful. I have enjoyed every step of it, and it's just a miracle. I thank you all. So back to you, Wendy. Who are you and who do you serve in this world?
So, you know, Patience, that question is often one that I struggle with a little bit, because I don't want to be my titles, right? And for so
Yes.
many years, I was my titles. I was a daughter, I was a wife, I was a mom, I was a nurse, I was a health coach. And when this opportunity came along to be a part of this book, I realized that I needed to tell my story so that if I could help one other person, even if that person was just me, to heal and to feel empowered. I went to a Jack Canfield conference a long time ago, and he told me that my purpose through a meditation was to bring light and love to the world. And this is one small way of doing that, to bring light and love to one woman who might read my story and say, hey, wait a minute, I can do that. And I can help her to heal. And she shares it with another and another and another. And so my hope is that one person can read my story and it will make a difference for her.
This is so beautiful. And I love the way you mentioned all the hats that you're wearing, so that someone will say, there is really no excuse. Look at her. She is a nurse. She is this, she is that, she is that. Yet she overcame, right?
Right.
She overcame. And the same for you, Claire, right?
Yep, definitely.
Exactly. So could you tell us what has kept you from writing or publishing up to today? Have you ever, Wendy, have you ever published a book before this time?
I have not. I have a story in a school nurse book, but it wasn't available to the public. And so the opportunity had not presented itself to me until you presented it. And it was almost inspired action. Like I saw it and I was like, I knew I had to do it. And I was wrestling with what story will I share? How, what's important enough to be a part of this book? And I went to bed on Friday night, and Saturday morning, I woke up with a download and the whole story came to me at once. And I was like, all right, there it is.
Right there.
Divine intervention.
Yes. That is so beautiful. Thank you for saying that, because I want everyone who is watching to know that, hey, you are powerful. You can do this too. And actually right now, I invite you to go on ahead and pre-order this book already. If you are, these powerful women have powerful stories to share with you. So go on ahead and get a copy. Pre-order this book, and you will be amazed. Okay, you are just in for an amazing story, because those women, they have a lot to share with you, and you will find yourself somewhere in one of their stories, and you will know that if they are able to overcome, you can do it too. You can do it too. You can do it too. So Claire,
Yes.
what would you say the writing experience was for you?
My writing experience. As I said before, it's about healing for me.
Yes.
So some people would always ask me, so why do you share your own personal story? I chose this type of writing, memoir. I've always written, and I've published a couple of books, but they're out of print because there was always something not quite right about doing them. But I keep writing, and I'm in the process of writing another one right now. And when I heard about you, I had an interaction with the Y in Massachusetts,
Yes.
and they told me about you, and I had no idea. There was nothing in my view about coming out in an autobiography. And
Yeah.
when I heard about it, I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll try. Because the last 6 years have been very difficult. I had a very serious illness,
Mhm.
and I totally disconnected from the world because I wasn't sure if I was going to be here at all. And I realized that in order to heal, I needed to go deep into my life and face the true me, because I realized that I was living a life of illusion for so long. And because I had been from childhood domestic violent background, I never felt legitimate in any way. And so I decided I wanted to share the story, one of the stories from the book that I was writing in your book, because I felt it would show, it would really express the feeling of never giving up, of always having hope, of always believing that even if you start out from very little, you can always, as long as you believe in yourself, you can always advance.
Right. I love
No.
that. Once you believe in yourself, you can always advance. And I also like the fact that you mentioned that this was healing. Wendy also said the same thing, that if
Mhm.
person, and if that person is here, that's why she wrote and decided to be a part of this journey. So it's all about healing. We
Yeah.
need to heal that part of us so we can advance, because once you have that boo-boo, it will always hold you back,
Mhm. Mhm.
pushing forward. So with that said, I'm inviting you guys in the month of February, which is next month, the 20th, we are having the healing experience. Last year we had the healing, our maiden healing. It was fantastic. It was amazing. People had their breakthrough, so many stories and so many, we took the makeup off, we took the cape off. We were just real raw, and we healed on every level. The circle of wellness, the domains of wellness, each speaker tackled one of it, and it was amazing, was phenomenal. So this year I'm inviting you to come join us again. The link is below. You are going to get it. Click on right now and save your spot, because it is very intimate and it's just for a few selected people. If you are ready, just like Claire said, to advance, you know yourself. You know that this is not where you want to be. You are bigger than that. You are mightier. You are placed on this earth for a greater reason. Yet there is something holding you. You have to heal. Personal development is the best investment you can ever do. And every little one is good. Every little step towards it, it's really amazing. Oh my goodness. So Wendy, here is the question. People go like, I don't have time. I cannot do this. There is so much on my plate. I don't know. So how did you overcome some roadblocks, or to get to this point of being an author, and our book is coming out? What were some of your roadblocks? Like, you're like, I'm not enough, or my story is not good enough. Who will read this? Something like that. Yeah.
So I had that download, like I told you, and I put it out there too. I had gone to actually a writer's retreat in the same month, but kind of wasn't thinking, I was thinking, oh, I'll write a book, but in the future. And so my thing that I had to overcome was my story's not good enough. Like, who wants to read my story? And then I started to talk to people about what my story was, and I have overcome domestic violence as well, starting as a child, and multiple marriages with, domestic violence in more than one of them. And so I had no power. I felt I had no power. I felt I was powerless. But what I found through writing this book was that I am powerful, and I have a powerful story to tell. And so I had to rally the troops a little bit to gain that confidence to bring my story forward, and to know that I had a powerful style of writing, and that, yes, I could make a difference for somebody with my story. And so it took friends, it took patience, it took my husband, and some other, personal development stuff that I do in my business to use it on myself, to help myself have the courage to do it.
Right. Yes, your skills came through. You did an amazing job, and I am super, super, super excited for you. You are amazing. I can't wait for people to just read your story. Your story is powerful. Like the way you said it, you realized you are powerful. Yes, you have power. And I'm glad that this experience gave you the confirmation of who you are inside. That yes, you can. And here you are, overcomer. How she became. So Claire, were there any roadblocks when you were writing? I know you already said it was cleansing, it was healing and all that, but was there this inner chatter, like that negative chatter that goes like, who do you think you are? Sharon?
Yeah. Of course, yeah, but the whole part of this process of this 6 years that I told you about, of refocusing my life after facing my health crisis, was a part of it was erasing those negative voices. And I've practiced Buddhism for almost 30 years. And I found within these 6 years, it's been my lifeline. And I found that I decided to refocus my spiritual practice. And I felt that is the lifeline that I held on to. And I decided that I was going to not only write a book, I created a website called claritysjustssohip.com, because I felt so clear and rejuvenated with what was going on in my life, seeing my true self for the first time. So I developed these 5 principles I call clarity, awareness, presence, acceptance, and gratitude. And I apply them to every aspect of my life. So whenever I ever have a problem, I put clarity, awareness, presence, acceptance, and gratitude. And I just kind of focus on that and focus on my meditation. And I could say that I don't have those negative voices anymore. And if anything comes up, I say, no, that's not who I am. You can actually say it, you can respond to these voices. You don't have to, because that is something those voices are telling you, want you to fail, or want you to feel that you are nothing.
Right.
And so you can say, when that voice comes in, you say, nope, that's not today.
Not
Not
today.
today. And then you just reinforce it with something positive. And that's what I do.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
Beautiful.
To hear this. Awesome, awesome. So Wendy, just without giving away what is in the book, because the link to the book is at the bottom, go on ahead right now and pre-order your copy, because you will be empowered, you will be inspired, you will find your healing through the stories of these women. So go ahead and click on the link below to get your pre-order. And like I said, I'm inviting you the healing conference that is happening, the virtual healing experience that will be happening on the 20th of February. So go on ahead and also reserve your seat. It is only an intimate. We don't want a lot of people in there, only people who are really ready, like Claire said, to put away everything and say, no more to advance forward. So Wendy, what will be the takeaway from your story? If someone reads your book, your chapter, what will be the takeaway? What is in there for them?
So it's just one encounter of my life, one situation that I had to overcome to get to where I am now. And that situation haunted me for a long time, even after the situation was behind me. And now I learned that I can put that baggage down, right? I can put that situation down, and I can focus on my healing. And so my hope from my story is that it gives women hope to live a better life, and to know that they don't have to carry that baggage from when they, prior life to now, because it doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve you anymore. And it's so heavy. It's so heavy. And I thought that's who I was. I thought that that's who I was, and it's not. I have so much more I wouldn't be able to offer to serve anyone if I carried that around anymore.
That's powerful. Thank you so much. So if you get the copy of the book, the link is below, get the copy, pre-order today, and that's what is in store for you. You are powerful beyond measure. You are not what the situation, the label that was put on you, take it off and take back your own mighty power. Yes. Claire, so what, without giving us the details, because they have to get the book, don't give the juice away, don't give them the chocolate, don't give them the bread, nothing, just give them a sip, okay? So what is the lesson someone would take away from your story?
Never give up. That's it.
Never give up. Could you resound again? Say that again.
Never give up.
Wow. That is powerful. That is so powerful. Never, ever, ever give up. So one last question, and then this will be it for today. So Wendy, what would you tell someone who is sitting back, twiddling their thumb, wondering, I have a story too. I want to become an author. Like, would you encourage them to go for it and get into it and get it done?
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. It's so incredibly, it feels so good to have your story be out there and to be part of a book. And it makes you feel worthy. It makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel, it's almost a little surreal, right? Like, hey, that's my story. And people think it's powerful.
Yes.
So absolutely, yes. And there's power in being part of a collective of women, right? There's power in holding each other up in the book form, right? Where it's a collective of people to support each other, even if we don't see each other or know each other.
Right there. Good job. So how was your experience with anthology with patience?
I would do it again. I would definitely do it again. You made it was easy. The editing was really good. We didn't have to really do anything except submit our story, wait for the editing, and now participate in things like this, which is fun.
Yes. The heavy lifting is off of you. All you did was bring the story.
I know you did a lot more than that, Patience, but that's all I had to do.
And the timelines.
And the timelines, right.
Yeah. Claire, how was the process for you? This process of getting the book out?
As I said, I had already finished my my own memoir that I'm working to publish in the coming months. And so I just already, when I heard about your anthology, I called it autobiography before, sorry, anthology. I already had the story written, so I just had to kind of tweak it to make it
We
work.
had to go back and forth. I'm like,
yes, we went back and forth, and I just had to tweak it because you were really pulling it out of me to make it fit, because it's difficult when you come from writing your own piece and then have to make it fit with others. So then you helped me a lot to do that. So it wasn't, I had already run it through Grammarly and stuff, so we didn't have a lot of the technical stuff to fix. But you just kept saying, what is your story?
yes.
And you kept coming back, what is your story? Because one of the things that you find that sometimes when you go through the struggles that we've gone through as overcomers, you go all around sometimes not to tell the story. You go in circles, in circles, in circles. And it's good when you have somebody come back to you and say, what is your story? Thank you, Patience.
You're so welcome. We went back and forth. So I'm like, this lady's gonna, I'm done. No more. I kept pulling. I'm like, show me the story. Don't just talk. Bring it out. Bring it. And you did it. You did it. I'm so proud.
It was nice when I finally got it, and I was like, oh, okay. It was nice.
I think Patience, the process makes the story stronger, right? Because somebody else can look at it with eyes that are not yours, and it helps to make the story stronger.
Yeah, because you're doing it, you're in there, and sometimes you just keep not realizing that you're not getting to the point.
Yes.
So when you have somebody looking over your shoulder, get to the point, then that's good.
Right.
I think also, Patience, that during this process, when you go through domestic violence, there's a lot of amnesia that happens, right? You forget a lot. And so when you go through this process, somebody else can help you to bring out the details that you might not remember, or they might say a word that you go, oh yeah, I remember that. Or so it helps you to get clear on it, which I think again helps with the healing process, right? Because we've pushed so much down that we don't want to look at the details. But when we can bring them up and look at them clearly, then that helps you to move beyond it.
That's the avoiding the real thing sometimes. Memory, you lose the memories. Sometimes you don't even know you have something and it comes up. It could come up in a dream. It could come up, somebody could say something that triggers it. So memories are always coming back, as you say, Wendy, as a person who has experienced domestic violence. So like having someone to do that really helps.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of your journey and to document this part of you, which will be forever there to empower someone else. Like I keep hearing the word healing, healing, healing. It is so true. Writing is therapeutic. And like you say, you need somebody on your side to pull it out of you. Because I know people journal, people do things, but you have said the whole thing. You will still need somebody to be there to pull it out of you. So, hey,
Right.
you're watching us and you go like, hey, I really want to write my story, want to be part of you or anything, just drop something down there for me, or send me a DM, whatever it is, email me. You can find, I'm on this internet streets every day. So go on ahead and reach out to me. I'm here to help you so that your story will, because when do you remember that phrase that said someone is waiting to hear your story so they can also have permission to heal? It is not
That's right.
about you. Something happened to you, but it wasn't for you. It is for you to share the lesson with someone else. Sometimes you just hear a parent just talking about Zoom homework. I go like, me too. It's the same thing. It could be domestic violence, child loss, whatever it is. Someone is
Right.
going through it right now. You went through it maybe yesterday. Someone is going through it in the night, in the morning, or in the evening, and they your story as an overcomer. I want to
Right.
thank each and every one of you so much for allowing me to be on your side. And for you saying yes. Wendy, thank you for saying yes to the opportunity.
Thank you, Patience.
Claire, thank you. Even from hearing it from a third party and still running over and saying yes to it. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And I just want to say thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. This journey has been just beyond, and you are all overcomers in your own right. And this book is going to be a blessing.
And the cover is beautiful.
Mm.
The cover?
Yes, very stunning. Love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, that cover, it speaks to all of us. Yes. It's so beautiful. I love the cover too. So if you're on here, you want to see the book cover, the link is below. Go on right there and pre-order right now. And I'm also inviting you to the Healing Conference, because as these ladies were speaking, if you can hear, we bottle down things and we push things down emotionally and try to have amnesia. We forget things, intentional forgetfulness. We push it all the way down to the pelvic floor, and you need someone to rock it up. And you know, rocking it up is
That's
not,
right.
Yeah, it's not fun, but we are there for you. So join us on the 20th of February, and we will be there with you. The link is also below. Go on ahead and register for that. So we will see you, and let's get at this healing going, because Claire just said that if you want to move forward and succeed, you need to heal. If you want to take the limits off, you need to heal. Without the healing, there is no moving forward. So join me on the 20th. And I just want to thank you all. Go on ahead and get the pre-order going right now, and we can wait to hear your story too. You are an overcomer. When did you have any last words?
I just want to say thank you, Patience. I'm so grateful that you're part of my life, and so grateful for this opportunity. And I think I'll see you on the 20th, right?
Yes, you will. Yeah. Claire, do you have any last words?
I mirror what Wendy just said, and I'm very appreciative for being a part of this project, and I look forward to meeting the other women at some point.
Yes. Thank you all so much. All right.
Thank you, Patience.
You are welcome. Let me see if there are any
Wendy.
questions in the comments before we leave. Anybody has any questions for us? Let me see. Leah said, powerless but powerful. Yes, you are powerful, sister. I think, Wendy, that was when you said you
Thank
put
you.
the book. Yes. Linda from Cyprus said, hey, ladies, congratulations. This is beautiful. Morning says, hello. Tara is in there. Oh, Stacy, you were watching from Michigan. Wonderful. Leah was watching from Canada. Wow. And Janaya is watching from Louisiana. This is so powerful. Thank you all so much. Agnes said, Patience. Thank you, Patience, for this opportunity. You have been a real blessing to all of us. Oh, Tara said, thank you all for sharing today. All right. So you see, you are already making impact and making waves. So go on ahead and just know that you are powerful. Stacy said, this was wonderful. Going to get my copy. Yes.
Woohoo!
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.